What's up, everybody? It's Museopreacts. Today's video is our top threes in boy groups. We have 4 boy groups for you today. The groups are 𝐓𝐚𝐠𝐬, The Kingdom, Tempest, One Us, and then Gravity.
That is 5 groups.
That is also 5 groups. Yeah, you're right.
We have 3 categories. Our top 3 biases, title tracks, and B-sides.
Let us know your top 3s in all of these groups if you would like to in the comments. And hope you enjoyed the video. Let's go. Okay, first group is 𝐓𝐚𝐠𝐬s.
So my number 1 is Hongjoong.
Mine is Yoonho.
My second is Wooyoung.
My second is San.
And lastly, for third, I have Yeosang.
And I have Mingi. And then title tracks. My number 1 is Answer.
Mine is Bouncy.
Number 2 is Halazia.
Mine is Thanks.
And then last is Inception.
My last is Halazia.
And then B-sides.
My number 1 is Cyberpunk.
Mine is Promise.
And then my second is The Leaders.
Mine is Good Little Boy.
And then lastly, I have To The Beat.
And then lastly, I have Cyberpunk.
On to The Kingdom. We can go first this time.
My number 1 bias is Dan.
Mine is Mujin.
And then I have Ivan.
And I have Louis.
Then last, I put Arthur.
And I put Chahan.
And then the title tracks. My first is Long Live the King.
Mine is Black Crown.
And then I have Karma.
I have Dystopia for a second.
And then last, I put Ascension.
And I put Karma.
Then the B-sides. My number 1 is Illusion.
Mine is Magical.
And then I have Sandcastle.
I have X.
And then last, I put Picasso.
And lastly, I put Waka Waka.
And then next we have Tempest.
Tempest.
My number 1 bias is 𝐓𝐚𝐠𝐬.
Mine is Taeray.
And then I put Hyuk.
And then I put Eunchawn.
And then last, I put Eunchawn.
And lastly, I put Lou.
And then titles. We both put Can't Stop Shining for number 1. And then I have Unfreeze for number 2.
And I have Bad News.
And last, we both put Dangerous.
Yes.
And then B-sides. My number 1 is Raise Me Up.
Mine is Freak Show.
And then I have Dive.
And I have Young and Wild.
And then I have Young and Wild.
And then my last is Bad at Love. Next group, One Us. My number 1 is Lido.
Mine is Hwanwoong.
My second is Xion.
My second is Soho.
And then finally, third is Soho.
And mine is Lido.
And then title tracks.
My number 1 is Twilight.
Mine is Bring It On.
And then I have To Be or Not To Be.
Next, I have I Know You Know.
And then last, I put Luna.
And I put No Diggity. B-sides.
My first is Skydivin'.
Mine is Mr. Wolf.
And then second, I put Stupid Love.
And I put Echo.
And then last, I put Mr. Wolf.
And lastly, I put Incomplete.
And then last group we have is Gravity. My number 1 bias is Wonjin.
Mine is Woobin.
My number 2 is Jungmo.
Mine is Serim.
And then last, I put Hyungjun.
And I put Songmin.
And then we have title tracks. My number 1 is Adrenaline.
Mine is Love or Die.
And then I put Flame.
I put Groovy.
And then last, I have Now or Never.
And I have Adrenaline.
And then B-sides, my number 1 is Worst Thriller.
Mine is Veni Vidi Vici.
And then next, I put Hot Air Balloon.
And I put Love Fire.
And then last, I put Give Me Your Love.
And I put Colorful.
And that was all the groups we have for you today. Let us know if you would like us to do any more groups. If you have a suggestion you would like us to say our top 3s for, comment them down below and we'll get to it when we can. And hope you enjoyed the video. And we'll see you next time.
Peace.
Peace.